So basically, the Windows Phone starts out with a start screen. Right? It shows you connectivity, battery life, when my next meeting is. Down here, if I had messages, it would show me what messages I have, whether they're voicemail, text messages, emails. And when I get into, I have these live tiles that all update for the most part. As an email comes in, it'll show me a number next to the tile. Right? So as you go through and
so you have real-time information on each tile.
Real-time information is surfacing on most of the tiles, not all the time. Like the Office tile, the Facebook tile today don't do anything. Yeah. I can see that I've got 7 updates to the apps I've downloaded. Okay, so I got to go in and determine whether I want to update those apps.
But your Outlook
like my email or my calendaring updates. If I click in my calendaring, I have a nice view of my calendar. I can view it in an agenda view or a day view. I can get into the meeting. I can look at the details of the meeting. I can see who's attending the meeting. Hey, let's say I'm running late. This nice little email, this icon down here, I can click and say, I can email everyone or email the organizer, say, hey, I'm running late, with a nice simple click. If you get into, let's go back to Outlook. So I can see my emails super fast, really super fast. I can see which are unread, which are flagged for me to look at, which are urgent. I can search through my email using the search toolbar or the search button. As you get into your people, then I can go and search for folks. And I can look at Rachel. If I've got Facebook integration, which means I've downloaded the Facebook app, I can actually, Rachel's one of my Facebook friends, and she's come into my contacts. I can actually go and write on her wall right from here. I can look at what she's posted or what's new on her wall. And I can comment on it, I can like it. So it's a really nice social integration from that standpoint.
I encourage you, we have the Xbox.
When you get into Office, the Office Hub, which is Office Mobile, comes on all Windows Phone 7.
So it's integrated.
It's integrated, exactly. So, OneNote is really the key application on Windows Phone 7. It syncs with my client, it also syncs with my cloud version, so it's continually updating and syncing. Then I can go in, take a look at my shopping list. I can add photos, which I added a photo right here earlier. I can add audio. I can refresh it and it will sync up with...
And it's compatible with the Office 11?
Office 2010 for the PC, yes. That's the new PC version we launched in June. When you get into some of the fidelity... One of the
it's compatible both with Windows and Mac.
Not with Mac today.
Not with Mac? Oh, that's important.
So you've got great fidelity zooming in. You can look at table of contents. You can see where comments have been made. You can jump to a section. You can look at those comments. You can add a comment. So you can add a comment yourself.
Wow, it's fast, huh?
And it's super fast. It's super fast. PowerPoint, we're showing over here on this specific phone. If you're broadcasting a PowerPoint, this is the Office 2010 client. Now let's say I want to show you guys a presentation. You only have access to a browser. You have access to the phone. Okay, now I'm going to run through this presentation. It's going to change, and change. All right, so you guys can follow along with the presentation, as it goes through. Let me back up. So I can back up this presentation. So boom, boom, boom. So as we go through the presentation, it's changing there, it's changing there, it's changing there. So 3 screens. It's a great feature if you're on the road a lot in a taxi cab.
And you want to do a presentation like right from
or you want to dial in. Let's say I'm always in a meeting and I can't always make them in person. and I may not even have access to. I may be in an airport, right? And I don't have Wi-Fi, but I'm going to use my mobile device and follow along, listen in, and follow along in the presentation. So it's focus and surround of these two phones. I've got this phone. It's a great phone.
Right, yeah, if you like that.
That's the HTC surround.
my flag, you know,
And now in broadcast mode, you're not going to get the audio.
Yeah, the automatic, with the acceleration.
Sure, I mean, this got full on exchange too, you know,
my calendar, so it's definitely
email, obviously, I've got my
It's super smooth,
It's
super
my
fast.
calendar.
It's got a nice feel to it.
apart from that,
It's fast.
other devices, it's a free app. And you can do everything from manipulate a spreadsheet in Excel and really manipulate the spreadsheet, edit it, presentations on it, and Word docs, things like that. So that's
From my
really nice.
location?
And not to mention it's also got SharePoint integration as well. So that SharePoint can work. You got all that integration.
I can also,
So I think that's
I
really
want to
neat.
attend this meeting, but I want to
You can take all the great properties of our ecosystem and pull them into one experience. So I've got Bing, I've got Office, I've got Xbox Live, the live tiles. Right. So those will update in real time. So like for me, I've got my weather app here that's updating what's going on. I got a traffic app that's doing that. This is people in my social graph. So those are going to pop in as they are doing things out in the world. And it's kind of a neat way to do your contacts too. We call it the People Hub. So here is all of your contacts are here. What's nice though is we take all of your contact data from across the different properties and pull it into one contact. So for my wife on my own phone, I literally had like 4 versions of my wife. I'd be like this one and that one, and I'd add a thing here and there, and I never integrated it, but this did it for me. So all of her numbers, all of her emails, of course important dates like the birthday. So this guy doesn't forget. No, it's like Xbox spelled backwards. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So we do that through linking. So as you can see, what the phone did is said, oh, Windows Live, Outlook, and Facebook, you have 3 different versions of it. Let's pull it into one and grab the best from all of those and make sure that you have all that. It's kind of a small thing, but for me, it really made a difference. And it's, again, kind of yeah, absolutely. So like you're out of that. Sure. So if you've got like, even if you've just got like one email contact, we'll put that in there too. You can easily take it out if you wish. The guy's phone number in there. His signature. Grab that. It can, yeah, which is really sweet. Now the cool thing about it too is that what I like about it, again, kind of a silly magic moment, but we can pull the pieces from the different networks into there. So now everybody in my contact list has a picture to go with it because we pull it off of Facebook, which is really cool. So like before, I never wanted to take the trouble to take a picture and it's awkward and you're like, all right, get it. But this automatically did it, so that's kind of neat too. So that's pretty standard. Yeah. So obviously, I'm a big fan, but and the App Store is growing too. So we're up to almost 6,000 at this point, and we've got all the good apps you really care about. Netflix streaming on here and all that good stuff. YouTube, social.
Any other questions about it?
Not really. I mean, I think where we want to go is kind of.
It's the first time that
I think what we want to do
I
with
have
that
my
is
hand
take it to
with
start integrating with more third
the new
parties.
operating system. So
I think that's where you can have some real power.
checking out
If you can take
how
our
fast it
social and
is.
integrate some Facebook with that, then you get a little bit more power.
So app
Stuff and making it
developers,
easier for people to
Zoom
share
is
things.
great.
Of course,
This Matt here next to us, if you're interested in Zoom, but it's
you can tweet the song you're
fantastic to
listening to
stream
and do those
music.
kind of things like that. But I think that tighter integration with the third-party networks
And
is something that
you can have your Zoom and your
it's just when you don't have to scale
your mobile,
makes it difficult to
like
have that
the
great
same music, you can have them synchronized.
right, exactly.
Yeah, so if you, I use Zoom. I plug in my
That's
phone.
also got the
sync,
radio
I can
integrated.
drag and drop
It's got the FM radio.
albums to my phone. But then I can also stream using the Zoom service.
And I can use that. I can use my
Really cool.
So it's not only that you can have it synchronized, you can also stream.
from a
So you can set a tile for specific person. Well, that's the me tile. So that's basically the owner of the phone. And it's all their information right here is Facebook feeds.
It's supposed to be
And updates to
we created
Windows Live.
Pass, we meant it really to be for one person. Now we all
So you
know
can
that
see
we
older,
share it
older
because we give you
posts
this
that
free
they've
information,
made.
we give you up to 3 devices, and so we know that that's what we think of. Now the thing with the phone is where the reason how it's integrated with your Windows Live ID that you sign in with.
not too
That
many
actually
posts.
is your ID, so that really personalizes the phone to you. So if
And you
they
can
wanted to
customize
use
every-
Pass on
every
theirs as
tile?
well, they would have to
Yeah, so
actually sign in
if you
with
just,
your account information. So
let's say
that's
I want
kind
to
of like
move
the
maps
roadblock
up.
right now to having that.
I can move it up higher.
Xbox is kind of paved the way for us to have a family account.
Say, I want to get rid of my shopping
does
list.
have a family account that we can have
Say I
up to
wanna
four,
move this
by
guy
you know,
up.
4 accounts under the one parent's account. So what's really cool about that is
And
that
from the marketplace, you can find like new applications and install them.
anything that you can
And
actually distribute
Apps, games, music.
through your own accounts, they would be under your account. You can distribute points like, you got an A on the
It'll
test
also
here,
show
get 100
you,
points
I've got a bunch of apps that need to be
or do
updated.
this and that, right? You can also
So
limit the
salesman,
time.
I got 7
too, so you can say,
updates.
look,
Give
I
you
only
some
want you playing
featured
for 2
apps.
hours tonight. So you go in and say, you get 2 hours to
so it
play,
gives,
and then
gives
it's
you,
like, your 2 hours are up, dude. You're done.
you can dig into apps.
Over to a family. Yep, I did that for my dad over Christmas actually.
It'll
I
give
got
you a
my
bunch of
sister-in-law
categories where you have
wrapped up in
productivity,
accounts. He was just a single
news
one.
and
What was
weather,
he had already bought an Xbox Live Gold.
entertainment, photos, lifestyle,
I got it sit here for
sports.
a year. Wait, no,
So
what we
you
did
go in
is
there and
actually
look at
attach that
travel
on.
apps. Basically
Gave him
sectioned
his
out
full
by
Xbox
top,
Live,
new,
and they gave him
free,
a discount.
and then
So
his
took the $50
categories.
that he spent
So,
on his
you'd
Live,
say,
or
I don't
$60
want to
he
see
spent,
free apps.
and applied that as a discount to the family pass, and he only ended up paying like I think it was 30 extra bucks to get everybody else to agree.
So,
So pretty easy to migrate.
Easy to look at
And I
reviews.
think that's something I can see us going to.
Go and see Yelp, you can install it, you can share it, get
the
screenshots,
reviews,
reviews.
another application.
Right now, I mean, as you see, we're kind of like an ingredient to these
categories.
other properties, right? Like we kind of tried to build an
So you can look
entertainment
even
experience that we
within
can hand
travel.
off to another team. and
Yeah, I
say,
want to look
Xbox
at
Series
city
Zoom
guides.
experience,
Further
Windows Phone
categorize it
Zoom
down.
experience. And so I
Pretty
think
cool.
that's where you
So
see
you download your city map and you're ready.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the mapping on this too. Let me jump out here.
As far as another device is
I mean, the
concerned,
mapping
know
is just
what the story is on that. I
fantastic.
mean, one could speculate that
So
ship
let's
one of
see,
these
where
without
are we?
3G radio in it, and all of a sudden you're there, and so that makes sense to me.
Okay, we're not on the west side of
See
Manhattan.
No.
where that goes.
Although I wish I
Yeah, you
was.
bet. Good chat with you. Take care.
The west side of Manhattan, what is there?
GPS may not be enabled. Let's see. Give it a second here.
Come on, baby.
So GPS.
We're in Las Vegas.
I was traveling for 2 weeks on the East Coast last week and was totally using this for, okay, where am I? Right? But then I would do directions. So I would enter a location and then I would pop in, from my location. So GPS would say, okay, I know where you are. I know where you want to go. And
Good
then
hanging out with
it
you,
would
dude.
just map
And
it.
I don't know what you're up to this evening, but there's a thing at the mall.
It doesn't give you automatically the position where you are?
Yeah.
It does. I don't know why it would.
It's Sky
We're in a metal box.
Yeah, so do you have my email?
That's why. That's why.
It's pretty easy, Matt.
But that is very, it's a relief that the satellites, they can find us here.
I can tell you the details.
A little bit off
I think
the
it's
grid.
like at 8 is like kind of like the partner type party, and then there's an after party after that for like anybody who wants to come. So I can see if I can get you roped into one thing, but if I can't, I can certainly get you roped into the later.
It's very easy. The menu can go only up and down.
The menu on the main screen can only go up and down.
Up and down. You can have it like left or right.
That's the same with many
No, it's all good.
things.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. Good seeing you.
I was wondering if it has like a side menu.
It does when you get into some of the.
So you use only like the sub menu.
Yeah, so like if you're in here,
And
you see.
on the basic menu, how many tiles can you have? Like,
I don't know that there's a limit.
oh, you don't know.
You can email with your suggestions.
Here you get a little bit more information. And these little, the ellipses.
Send it to me. I'll make sure it gets to the right.
Here you're. That way you're going side to side. And you can look at different folders. You want to see drafts, inbox, actually, junk, deleted, sent. But Just super clean, super nice, and really, really fast.
Yes, it's fast, it's clean, it's easy to navigate.
Yeah.
It has a lot of
You've
features.
got
you have the office on your hand.
Yeah.
For many people, it's very important.
Bing's awesome. You got your little just like on the browser, they pop up the surface little information about each of these things. You can voice Las Vegas. It's too much ambient noise in here, but
Well, it's still drying. That was a good one, but it has a lot of background noise. So yeah, but if somebody use it in a place with a lot of noise, so it has to hold it very close, so you can recognize. But it's very nice. You can people with disabilities, they can use it if they have a lot of voice commands.
well, voice commands for Bing. I'm not sure the extent of voice commands to the applications. I know you can certainly use audio to take notes within OneNote, so you can do that.
Will they extend the voice commands in all around? That would be a
Not sure
feature.
what the roadmap looks like, but
That would be very convenient for many people.
I'm sure.
And especially, let's say that if you're driving or something, you can say even the direction or something. You can do that with your phone. It would be very convenient.
And my car locks me out of my nav when the car's moving. You actually have to stop.
Well, tell Balmer to do something. All right, man.
Great.
Thank you very much. Say bye to
Great
Chris.
show. See ya. Bye-bye.